All right, ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao, Emmanuel Dappertram Pacquiao, and Keith, what is he? One time, sometimes, all the time, we don't know what time. Keith Thurman! Keith Thurman. Is it official? I think it's official. It is and it isn't. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's like one day it is and it isn't, but what? It's official, okay? And I like the fight. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, like I said, maybe a done deal. Look, honestly, don't have a problem. Not 1 ounce, not one little, well, maybe a little bit, I don't know, maybe 90% good, 10% bad. Don't have a problem with this matchup, whatsoever, really, because we know Keith Thurman is somewhat on the comeback, right? He's a little bit on the comeback. And, of course, Manny Pacquiao, 40 years old. So I kind of think that evens it out, right? Evens it out just a little bit. Comeback, 40, comeback, evens it out. I don't know. I hear I hear a lot of boxing fans claiming Thurman is going after, a 40-year-old Pacquiao, but a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao, is arguably just as dangerous as any other welterweight, in my humble opinion, okay? And that's how I see it. So, I think it's going to be, action-packed fight. But, I don't know, look, Thurman fans, don't get mad, but we could see Keith Thurman hop up on that bicycle. He gets on the bicycle. He's done in the past. So hopefully these guys are going to stand toe-to-toe, give the fans a good fight, okay? Although a lot of Keith Thurman fans are claiming this is easy work, right? Easy work, okay? Pacquiao's going to get knocked out. But, and actually, he's coming in like as the underdog. So, but, we'll save that for another video. So I'm not going to give you my prediction just yet. We're just going to touch on a few things here. And by the way, apparently Spence, pretty bent out of shape because he wanted that Pacquiao payday, right? That Pacquiao money, that notoriety, but Keith Thurman got it. I think Keith Thurman is a better choice for Pacquiao, right? Because, Spence, he's a melted down light middleweight. I mean, Spence is a big welterweight, so it's obviously the better choice for Pacquiao, Thurman. Okay, now, and of course, back to Spence. Let's not forget, okay, dude just went 12 rounds with a 130-pound fighter, Mikey Garcia, okay? Enough said. So here's how I look at it, you get in the ring with a real opponent, then you can talk about Pacquiao. Okay, that's how I look at it. When I think about Spence, I'm like, dude, look, when you fight a real person, then you can start talking about Manny Pacquiao. You don't get to talk about Pacquiao coming off a 12-round decision against a 130-pound fighter. So, and look, look, for all these casual fans hating on Manny Pacquiao, let's just take a brief look, okay, right here, just a brief look right here at Manny Pacquiao, 8 division champion, 8 weight classes, right? And in the divisional lineal champion in 5 weight classes. Okay, he has been held as the welterweight champion for 4 times. Defeated his champion opponents for 23 times. The most highest number recorded in the history of boxing for 29 times. Okay, he had he had a fight with boxing champions from all over the world, right? Really never ducked anybody, in my opinion. And the records, I mean, the WBC at 112, 130, 135, 151, WBA 147, IBF 122, WBO 147, crazy. Ring Magazine 126, 130, 140, Lineal 112, 126, 130, blah, blah, blah. He's badass, okay? It keeps going. Okay, WBC, International 122, 130, okay? Then, of course, whatever, IBO 140, WO International 140. You get my point. Right? You understand what I'm telling you. Just look at the resume. I would say, I think Pacquiao has probably one of the best resumes in boxing history. Right? Now, that would be a hell of a video topic. Who has the best resume in boxing history? I'm going to say Pacquiao. Off the top, man. No, back up. Now, we're not talking about, we can go way back to like, Sugar Ray Robinson and stuff like that. I'm talking about, in the past, say 20 years, right? 20 years. Okay, it's got to be Manny Pacquiao. Now, here's Keith Thurman. Remember Keith, he got on the live chat talking about Pacquiao's going to go night-night. He's like, Pacquiao's going to go night-night. You know, Manny Pacquiao night-night, like Marquez. It's like, dude, man, again, you can't be talking that kind of nonsense coming off the fight you just came off of. You just can't. You know, and I'll give him a pass because I believe he is on the, you know, the comeback. You know, with the injuries, the elbow injuries, and, you know, dude's always getting hurt. You know, so, but talking about he's going to put Pacquiao to sleep. You know, he's going night-night. It's like, man, come on now. Come on, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, you know, married that beautiful girl, disappeared, got in a car wreck in Florida, you know, had surgery here, surgery there. You know, so you know, whatever. You know, we'll see. Look, it's going to be a good fight, a damn good fight. Now, also, you know, I heard, you know, by the way, Pacquiao just coming off a decision against AB, Adrian Broner. But I heard if he loses, there's no chance whatsoever for a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. Do you want to see it? Why not? You know, why not? Look, you know, I guess, look, these two guys, when you take a look, I'm talking about Mayweather and Pacquiao. I mean, you got to have respect for these guys. So if they want to fight each other again, do it. But now, should it be this mega, you know, billion-dollar fight? Remember, it's, you know, the fight of the decade. It was like a glorified sparring match. It was a snooze fest. Like, I literally fell asleep. I think it was like in the 11th round. I remember I was at my family's house. We're watching the fight. I literally fell asleep. You know, bored to death. Now, I thought Pacquiao was going to maybe get the decision, or it could have been a draw. I thought they were going to, it was probably going to be a draw, and then, you know, would set up the rematch. But of course, you know, Mayweather got the decision, right? It's Vegas. You know, Pacquiao's been known to have been robbed before, like Bradley, things like that. So, but if he beats Keith Thurman, then I think we will see a Pacquiao-Mayweather rematch. Even if he loses, you know, hey, he might lose in a close fight, you know, and still have a little respect on his name. And, you know, maybe we'll get that fight anyway, the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, what are you thinking about this particular fight? Like I said, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, if there was any criticism to go any which way, it would probably have to go Thurman's way. It probably, you know, because, again, you know, you're fighting a 40-year-old dude. Like, really, dude? Really? You got a stacked division full of talent, you know, full of, you know, hungry lions, right? We'll use a Mayweather terminology. You know, some hungry lions in that division, and you're fighting Pacquiao? Okay. But again, don't have a problem. Whatever. We'll see. And isn't she beautiful? You know, I thought I would just end it here. We could pause. We could take a look. We could just have a look. You know, just have a look. Have a look. You know, I've never met her. I've pretty much met, I don't know, every boxing reporter out there. You know, I need to make a video about that. Some of these people are really snob. They're stuck up, and you know, they act like they're, you know, above you or whatever. But she seems really down to earth. I like her. Why am I talking about her? I don't really know. You know, remember back in the day, Pacquiao throwing like, you know, 1,000 punches, 1,200 punches. You know, the punch count has gone down. The output, the work rate, definitely gone down. You know, I look at Pacquiao more now as a kind of a counter puncher, right? I mean, you know, because it was always come forward, you know, be first, that kind of thing. So, but look, it's an interesting matchup. And off the top of my head, yes, I believe he is the underdog, and I would probably favor Keith Thurman in that particular fight. But look, Keith Thurman, he's been a little inconsistent. You know, he hasn't really been consistent. We don't know what we're going to get with Thurman. We just don't know. Even Keith Thurman, he's like, is it sometime Thurman? Maybe once upon a time Thurman, right? Once upon a time. You know, so we really don't know. But I do know this. If Thurman loses to Pacquiao, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. But all right, guys, leave it below. I got Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs coming up next. Those guys just had like a little headbutt thing going on during the weigh-in. So we're going to talk about that next.